Welcome to Underhaven. This program is intended for mature audiences and may contain material that is not suitable for everyone, including violence, coarse language, and unfiltered opinions. We do not endorse the views of those that we report on. Enjoy the show.
Oh fuck! Oh wow!
Hey, we're back!
Wow!
You know, I learned recently that there's an entire kink surrounding boxing gloves and fucking them. So that was an interesting part of my week.
Okay, well,
There's something for everyone, and if it exists, there's porn of it.
Yeah,
so,
there's boxing glove fuckers out there. I just want to make that clear.
I guess that tracks, all things considered.
We're about to talk about one of them on the show tonight, so I figured that was an appropriate thing to bring up right here at the start, so people know what they're getting into.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, exactly. No, I completely made that up. To my knowledge, no one we're going to talk about tonight fucks boxing gloves, except for maybe Count Dankula. But yeah, we do have some interesting shit to fucking talk about tonight. There's a fuck ton of themes. Some of our usual stuff that we talk about, some of our not so usual stuff. I do want to thank everybody who turned up for this morning's show, first of all, who might be tuning into this one or will be soon. We got really fucking big numbers. It was really big numbers. We got like upwards of 40 people in the fucking morning on a Monday. So
nice.
I really appreciate that, guys. It's always a fun time.
I typically like to turn my brain off on a Monday.
That's fair, yeah. You know, cats fucking hate Mondays. That shouldn't be much of a surprise to you.
It's not. I love Garfield.
What's up, Josette? Nice to fucking see you. We got Mango here. I wonder who that is. I wonder who that could possibly be. We got who the fuck's this? I don't know who that is. Aaron, nice to fucking see you. We got fucking Seth here. We got fucking Sammy. Nice to see you. Bill Portley. Lovely addition to any chat room. We got Vilonx here. Vilinx. I'm never gonna pronounce it. Yeah, I'm never gonna pronounce your name right. I'm sorry, but at least I've never seen this person ever complain about me pronouncing their name wrong, even though I pronounce it wrong every time. But
why don't you just be like, is it Vi? Can I call you Vi?
Yeah, cool? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna be a lazy piece of crap. Yeah, I am gonna ask you that. Can I just call you that?
I mean, to be fair, I call the J Mark Angelo J-Mag, and I was just like, can I just call you J-Mag? That's cool. We'll do that.
Now that's in his username. Was that always there?
It says beside his name, Joe Marcangelo, J-Mag.
Yeah.
So wait, was that because of Lizard or like?
I think he's always gone by J-Mag.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought Lizard was like a trendsetter or something like that.
I don't think I was, because he was like, yeah, just call me J-Mag. That's fine.
It's nice to have a shorthand for names like that. Yeah. Mistaken Reaper, good to fucking see you. Always nice to fucking see you here. Dan, we have a fuck ton of things to talk about tonight, and only so much time. So let me just get up the good old agenda here, and we'll take a look at some of the potential things that we have to talk about this evening. There's the stuff that's obviously in the title, some of which you guys might have some obvious fucking questions about, and I understand that. Don't worry. Well, it'll all be addressed in time. So let me get this docket up here. There we go. Look at that. There's quite a few things that we can talk about. We could do a continuation, and we'll talk about probably all of these things at some point. We could do a continuation of ReviewTechUSA. He did a very fucking mysterious statement. He's like Actually, you know what? No. I'm showing you something before I show you anything that I even put on the docket. I made the decision for you guys. There's something that you guys need to fucking see that will make my fucking point here. Because ReviewTechUSA, some of you might be familiar with him, some of you might not be. He's been on YouTube for like over a decade now. The first time I started watching his content was in like 2014. And the man's been having a fucking total fucking meltdown, and it seems like he's completely fucking lost his mind. And I don't say that lightly. Let's just take a look at a fucking clip that I saw when I was just watching his stream for just 5 minutes earlier, and this is the first thing I saw. And I'm not shitting you, this is the first thing I saw. Let's take a look.
Andy Worski, you coke-sniffing, woman-raping piece of shit. Yeah. How am I sober? I'm being weirder sober than I am high. Some of you probably don't believe me, but I am. I was about to throw the shirt like a basketball. Why? Yo, man, OT the real?
Yeah, that's what Rich has been getting up to on his streams lately. Taking his shirt off and fucking...
Yeah, that
talking shit about Andy Worski.
that came off really weird.
Yeah, look, yeah, a little bit, right?
I'm confused.
Like, it wasn't a...
I'm disturbed. I don't need to see your titties, man.
Yeah, I mean,
It wasn't like a bad intro. If that was something that was like kind of normal, it sounded like it's just like a general like radio show intro. But
well, no, he was doing a parody. Like I've seen people point this out. This is like some type of WWE thing, but he's trying to be theatrical. But it's kind of a tone deaf time to do that because it's literally been watching this slow collapse of his internet career over time. I talked a little bit about it earlier today on my show, but Rich has just been getting himself into nonstop fucking shit and trying to aggregate and like take shit into real life, trying to like collect evidence on the people who are criticizing him and basically start a back and forth gay ops campaign, essentially trying to do whatever the fuck they can to fuck each other over. Him and that guy that they mentioned, Andy Worski, because Andy Worski's podcast, The Kino Casino, which has come up occasionally on this fucking show because they fucked with Dave a while back, if you guys remember that. But
I remember that. That's where they get all his fans get Dave's a king because they're all incels.
Well, I mean, most of those fucking people either moved on or realized that Dave wasn't the type of person that they thought he was, because the podcast itself lost interest in Dave, and so the majority of the fucking fans lost interest in Dave as well. You know what I mean? There's barely anyone calling Dave a king anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason. There's no reason to.
Very few of those people actually believed it.
The Juice Man is still calling him a king and the best.
Yeah, but he's not from the Kino Casino crowd though.
True.
I think he latched onto that because he saw a bunch of people like finally thinking that Dave was a king, but the majority of those Kino people and like they don't like him. They really don't. They were just saying that shit because they like him more than Jake because they think that Jake's a cuck on the cob or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? That's what it all boils down to. Yeah. They don't like the Cobb more, so they enjoyed seeing those two interact with each other. To their perspective, Dave seemed like a king. Even then, I don't understand how that was. But
I mean, they're just a crowd of like, nitwits that have no like ideology other than we got to own the libs, and they saw Dave. It was like, yeah, he's gonna fucking do that, and they realized how fucking dumb he is, and easily like.
Honestly, I've only met one person that I like from that entire fucking community of people. I'm sure there might be at least a couple more, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the most chill place on the internet. I'll put it like that. And that's not to say that that makes Rich in the right either, because Rich has just been completely fucking going off the rails. He used to mostly just talk about like news in the tech industry, but over the past few years, he started talking about YouTube drama non-fucking stop. And at the end of the day, dude, you fucking reap what you sow when it comes to this shit. If you're not only partaking in it and talking about it constantly, but also you're like going out and like starting shit, trying to like make the headlines and make more shit to fucking talk about, which is what Rich has been trying to do, then you're gonna fucking drown in this shit real fucking fast, because it doesn't matter how much of a fucking goddamn saint you are. People are gonna fucking get to rake you against the coals eventually if you're too fucking aggressive, if you're too headstrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he saw the analytics of it, and he was like, "Oh, this is a good fucking idea. I should do this. You know, I should kind of, change my direction a little bit," not knowing that that's pretty much it's very short term. It's a really easy way to just burn out.
It's like getting high and getting addicted to drugs, is you're always looking for that next fucking hit. And YouTube's system and the way that it's fucking run and all the algorithms, how it's been for at least the past few fucking years for sure, it's built to fucking make that shit a common thing. People get hooked on it. Yeah. It used to be a fucking big problem with Twitter back when people actually cared about that shit as a legitimate platform, or at least somewhat legitimate. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there used to be people who would get addicted to that fucking shit. Like how much impressions can I get? Like what's the next fucking big tweet I can get? I used to have some pretty big fucking like tweets back on when Twitter was not run by fucking Elon Musk, and I actually gave a shit about the website. And I was getting in the habit of just talking about things just for the sake of it. And I know what it's like because I had a little bit of a taste of that, and I felt myself be like, no, I shouldn't be talking about shit just for the sake of me talking about it. I should say something about something if I legitimately have something to say. And I'm just not willing to compromise that shit. So that's why I gave up on trying to get fucking viral tweets and shit like that. But you can still go to the Twitter account and see some of my big fucking tweets. Well, in fact, let me even show you one right now. I think it was mostly 2020 I was getting these. See, this is my pinned tweet right here. I'm the most proud of this fucking tweet. It's not even the one that got the most traction, but it got like 3.4K likes. But this caption right here is pretty timeless. All the fucking World War III hysteria. America and the UK are more divided than ever. Australia continues to burn, and now I'm seeing active shooter trending on Twitter in just 10 days. What the fuck is 2020? And that was before the fucking pandemic, so Jeez. That's probably the best thing I'll ever put out on social media. I'll be entirely honest. Can never top that shit.
Yeah, and like our news and media is centered around, if it bleeds, it leads.
Exactly, and especially nowadays, it's gotten especially bad, right?
I mean, that's been the thing for basically since before the 24-hour news cycle became a thing. Sure.
And I guess it's always been a thing, but
people want to see that. They want to see the edgy shit and the spectacle.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so, when you have that in your head, sometimes you're going to say like the most controversial shit that you can find, and you're going to rage bait people. It's almost the exact same thing that like Kate does when she cooks those horrible meals. She's just rage baiting. She just wants people to get mad, and then she gets
leave a comment. Yeah. And then it's worth the investment of fucking ingredients that she spent. Doesn't matter if it's going to fucking landfill somewhere. She doesn't give a fuck because she's gotten her fucking money and gets to run. She's made a profit. Exactly. Yeah. That's a lot of fucking the way a thing is on. There's a lot of artificiality. I don't even know if that's a word. There's a lot of artificial shit on the internet. Let's just put it that way, especially here on YouTube. Let's say hi to some people I haven't said hi to yet. We got Sydney here. Nice to fucking see you, Sydney. We got fucking Spherical Man. Always a pleasure to see you, Spherical Man. So let's take a look at this other clip I have here. I've been talking to Matt a lot about this shit too, because he and Rich used to be friends. They used to do a fucking show. Wait, is this a fucking... Wait, what? I don't watch this man's streams that often. Is this a man? This is the man's shirtless picture in the background in black and white, with the bed in the background. Dude, well, damn. And that's a man's cock in the background. It's definitely not as impressive as Mudbrooker's.
No, I mean, Mudbrooker does have a magnificent cock.
Yeah.
Mudbrooker does indeed have a magnificent cock. Both of those back there, well, And pair it with the picture of his tits. chilling in the background makes it just.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. I know that's kind of part of his brand as being a weirdo, but I mean, he's got fucking a Nicolas Cage cut out in the background.
Now, see,
That's
I
kinda-
can support the Nicolas Cage cutout. I can
Yeah, but,
support
like-
that.
But like, and I mean this in the nicest way possible. I mean this in the most loving way possible. Nicolas Cage is a weird fucking guy. So it seems like Rich has just made his personality being a weird dude who likes weird things. You know, like, look how quirky I am. You know what I mean? It's like a fucking
Yeah.
kid who goes to Hot Topic and thinks that they're cool by being lay random. I feel like that's the entire point of Rich's background here. It's like, hey, I've got some cock in the background. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, this is some humor I'd expect out of Beavis and Butthead, if I'm being entirely honest with you. I know we don't do the most fucking highbrow show in the world, don't get me wrong. But holy fucking shit, man. These sight gags are a little bit on the nose. Let's take a look what he has to say, though. This is him getting really pissed off after someone allegedly figured out... Well, let me read this exact caption word for word. After finding out RTU had back access to the PC he gave Jay, this clip from back in March makes even more sense. So this was before any of the fucking fallout even happened, basically. Let's take a look at this.
No one will be harmed, and I will not harm myself. I'm good. I promise.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I love how they captioned his laugh for that.
Yeah, he's Mr. Krabs in it. He's Mr. Krabs in it. Like, there's no fucking lie, yeah. And that's the fucking crazy thing about it is, like, why would you say this shit, like, seemingly fucking unprompted? Like, I get everyone has, like, things in their head that they're dealing with, but if this is just him trying to do this for the sake of, like, being quirky, or he was just doing it as, like, an act or something, like, doing this type of shit and making people worry about your well-being is not fucking funny, in my opinion. Like, there's a way to go about making a joke about, like, you know, yourself. There's self-deprecating humor, and you can make a joke even about your own mental health, but, like, this does not come across as a joke. This comes across as really fucking awkward and cringe, and not on purpose either.
Like, the first thing he said, he had really wide eyes and was just like, everything's fine. I'm not going to hurt anyone else. I'm not going to hurt myself. Sir. You sure?
Sure about
Rich
that?
made Matt a mod on his channel tonight. Are you fucking kidding me?
Really?
Really?
That's awesome.
Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Are they gonna bring back the fucking Verdict? That was the podcast they used to do together for like 2 episodes. It lasted about as long as the Gotcha Boys. Well, I think it lasted a little bit longer than that, but that's a G-Man laugh. That is a fucking G-Man laugh. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's a good observation.
The only thing it's missing is the playground.
Oh my god. See, to people who haven't watched our last episode, that's gonna sound really weird out of context. But go watch our last episode on the main channel.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have to watch the last episode.
Yep. Instead of being in the closet, G-Man's on the playground now.
No.
Yeah,
Right.
and yeah.
He's like every conservative's worst nightmare. Jesus fucking Christ.
Because he's black?
Why?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
is
sure.
he whispering? I think he's dangerous into the microphone.
Yeah, let's take that back real.
He's dangerous.
I think he's dangerous.
That's fucking creepy as hell.
Yeah, that's...
What did I say early on? I don't, dude. I'm not beyond this desk in front of here. Nothing. I'm not going to harm myself. I'm not going to harm anybody else. Weird you would say that.
Well, I mean, he's repeatedly done this for like the past few fucking years where he's been like really fucking unhinged. Like, look, there's gonna always be like what are they called? Concern trolls, people who are just trying to like, you know, bait a fucking response and don't actually give a shit about somebody. But like, I feel like with how this guy's been acting, especially lately, even before this whole shebang went down, there's been cause for concern, and genuinely people, it would make sense that they, you know, want to fucking check out and see if he's doing okay. It's not a weird thing to say, hey, I want to make sure that you're not going to hurt yourself or anyone else. Like, that's just something that someone with basic human empathy does.
Yeah, like, you know, I have my problems with people. I mean, we all do. But like people that I work with and people that I serve with, if I notice a difference, I'm gonna be like, "You okay?
Yep.
You good?" Like, I don't want you to harm yourself or somebody else. Like, if I have to fuck off like completely out of your life, I'll do that so that you don't do anything, you know, rash. But
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't want my fucking worst enemy to make the ultimate fucking mistake when it comes to that. It's like there's always a better fucking alternative. Like there really fucking is. And and to anyone who's listening, who's ever ever had any doubt about that, I mean, I'm not the I'm a pretty accessible person. If anyone ever needs someone that they can reach out to, shoot me a fucking email or something like that. I'd rather you have someone to talk to than nobody. You know what I mean? Like really, like genuinely, like seriously, that's the most basic thing I can offer as a human being is to at least fucking listen to somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One of the it's funny you say that because one of the guys that I'm here with kind of called me out and was just like, you're like kind of cold, like you don't know how to talk to people or whatever. I was just like, I'm actually very approachable and you can like anybody can talk to me. I'll have a conversation and we'll talk about whatever. And later on, I ended up doing that right in front of them and relating to whatever it was. Me and the other guy were talking about, just an offhand conversation. And dude was just like people seem to like you. And I was just like, well, yeah, because I don't talk unless I really have to. It's just easy to have a conversation and, just talk it out with somebody.
Yeah,
like you don't have to be the belle of the ball all the fucking time. You just, when people talk to you, you just have to be courteous and
and it helps to have that as a skill set. Like it's something you can build up over time. I used to have fucking shit social skills. Like I wouldn't even want to go to this is a very long time ago when I was like a teenager, by the way, but I wouldn't even want to like go fucking order food at a counter. It's like I just prefer to stay to my fucking self. But over time, I've gotten really good about getting outside, talking to people, like going out and being sociable in sociable areas. You know what I mean? And Rich just seems like he's had the opposite character progression. Just kind of bring it back to that. Is like he used to be pretty outgoing and interact with a lot of other fucking people, but he's really fucking shut himself off and locked himself into his fucking echo chamber, which is never a good sign for somebody who's going through this type of downward spiral, and I guess we'll call it cancellation, but it's been a very weird, unique situation with Rich, so I don't know if I'd put it that simply, but someone in this position, it's never good for them to cut themselves off from anyone who has a different opinion and just double down on what they're already doing, because now fucking Rich is going around making spurious accusations about other fucking people like Andy Worski, which is not going to help him dig himself out of his situation, because people have been making really fucking wild accusations about Rich. You can watch the full episode I did earlier today if you're curious about that shit. I think most of them are fucking unfounded, but still there is some questionable shit there. At the end of the day, though, like he's been handling it like shit. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean it's similar to like Dave. Like they don't have anybody outside that they just regularly talk to that can keep them in check. And Dave's the more extreme case because he literally has nobody that he talks to. He just has, his quote unquote roommates.
Yeah, he just plays with his fucking pecker shaft all day. Like his left hand's his most fucking long-term fucking partner that he's ever had. It's the most fucking crazy thing there is.
Yeah. And if you don't like regularly just talk to people and just like have somebody that just goes, whoa, dude, like, that's a little much, and you can't read, body language or social situations, then you're gonna end up kind of like this. You're just gonna have these weird ass fucking tangents and outbursts.
Yeah, taking your shirt off out of nowhere just to make a fucking point, and then call someone a fucking diddler just because they don't like you. It's like, I don't know if that shit's true about Andy Worski. I know that he's done a lot of fucking shitty things, like or essay somebody, as far as I'm aware. right, Mango?
Yes.
I'm not thinking the wrong person, right?
I don't think you're thinking of the wrong person.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'll double check that after while I'm looking at this clip. But
Yeah.
Spherical Man said it earlier that
No.
I guess Rich, we'll call him Rich. I don't want to say ReviewTechUSA 50,000 times.
fair enough.
I guess he takes his shirt off for $50. I do the same thing for 20, but
Fair enough.
I'm a slut.
And you're proud of it, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Gotta
if he
supplement the mental
got
health
$50
somehow.
for it, who cares? You know, I will do most things for money. I will do more things for money if it goes to other people. Facts.
Oh yeah. I was thinking of that fucking thing where Andy Worski fucking removed a condom without a woman's consent.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, don't do that.
That is SA by definition, right? Or is...
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. I just want to make sure I didn't technically say the wrong thing, okay?
No. By definition, that is deception. So yeah, that's SA.
Yeah, and he admitted to that. I'm pretty sure, like, on a fucking live stream, too. Fucking insane. Anyway, let's continue on.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, don't do that shit.
Every breath you take,
Huh?
every time you bitch, I will get it clipped. Screenshots coming, so keep talking shit.
Womp womp.
That was fucking cringe as hell. I'm gonna be entirely
Yeah.
honest.
I
mean-
am glad I'm doing two things at once because
Based off of the context, based off the context that was given in that Twitter post, yeah, him doing that while at the time back in March was probably really fucking weird. Now it does indeed make sense.
Yeah,
Mm.
like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Rich. I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt when people were making a ton of fucking accusations and calling him a fucking goddamn diddler. Yeah, and I still don't know about that fucking accusation. There's no fucking smoking gun when it comes to that. But the way he's been acting like weird as fucking hell and having this meltdown, maybe he is completely innocent of most of the fucking accusations people have been making of him. But there's also just some whack ass shit that we can fucking see with our own goddamn eyes on video. So at this point, I think it's hard to deny. Even people who have been mostly fucking friendly with Rich, like Matt saw that fucking video, one of those two clips that we looked at just recently, and he was like, "Yeah, that's not fucking good," because he's been trying to like I said, he's been trying to like do the fucking whole taking it into real life shit with his biggest fucking critics and trying to collect dirt on them and encouraging his fucking viewers and shit to basically be like his little fucking army. And that type of shit's always going to come back to bite you in the ass because at the end of the day, it's just not sustainable for one, and also it's fucking wrong for another. But yeah, just my 2 fucking cents on that. We can move on to other less serious fucking shit, I suppose. Because yeah, there's been a fuck ton of shit to talk about, surprisingly. I don't know why I've been able to stream so goddamn much lately. Like, I don't know how I've had the energy to do so. I've been working on videos too. I've actually got a video that's about half done of Fawn and John getting trolled the fuck out of by Todd. Like, they didn't believe that Todd had a job. And then Todd called up from his fucking workplace, and they were like,
that was so great.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
"Yeah,
And
that was amazing."
Dingleberry being like, "Oh, we don't need to see that. You can't film other people." It's like, no, you just can't dox them. Now you have nowhere to go. You got
Exactly.
called out.
Oh yeah, I had to stop playing one of those clips before the end because, of course, J-Dubs broke out the fucking N-word, and I didn't have the time to fucking edit it out. So I was lucky I remembered when it was.
What else is he
Lucifer,
supposed to do?
nice to fucking see you. Nice to see you. I'm telling you, Anna, it's a show and all fit. Yeah, so Spherical Man, our buddy here, has had this theory that he's been espousing to me for a while, and I think that there's there's a possibility that's a chance because I think there is a lot of theatrics and a lot of fucking bullshit on YouTube, but I don't know. I'm willing to entertain the theory spherical man, but I don't know if I've seen like the smoking gun that this is just all for fucking show. Like I used to assume a lot more. Oh, this thing must be the result of some type of meddling or some type of shit. But I realized that thinking that way, and this is not me saying that you're thinking that way or anything like that. But I just realized that thinking that way too often was causing me to I don't know, be too skeptical. You know what I mean? There's a good middle ground between, believing shit and not believing shit. And I even though I'd be willing to believe it if someone told me tomorrow, hey, Rich was actually just collaborating with the Kino Casino guys. They were all in league to just make some money. And he was basically playing the heel. I'd believe it. I have not seen the smoking gun to suggest it. But I do think that shit's all over the internet. So you're not going to get me disagreeing with the fact it's a possibility. All right, let's take a look at some other shit here. Jason's apology to Vekl. Oh, my God. Mango, you haven't seen this yet, right?
Oh, my God.
No, I haven't watched it yet. Like, I started it. I maybe got 30 seconds in. I was like, you know what? I'm already nauseous. Let's not make it worse.
Are you still nauseous?
Oh, no, it's fine. We can watch it. I've got
Okay.
a buffer here with you guys.
All right. Wow. We're the buffer zone. That's beautiful.
I'm down to talk to pretty much anybody, especially the cows and everything. Vekl is probably the one person I can't bring myself to ever talk to because he is just not. He is beneath me. He is just not an intelligent person in any sense of the fucking word. He is not smart, and I fucking hate him.
Just genuine question though: is he really worse than G-Man? I get he's bad, but is he really worse than G-Man? Come on.
I would talk to G-Man because it would at least be somewhat entertaining, and I could kind of fuck with G-Man. But Vekl is just too dumb to understand what the hell is going on. In any moment.
I don't know. He's not like true empiricism bad, but he is pretty fucking bad. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. True empiricism is pretty fucking bad.
That guy's still around too, by the way. I'm always surprised when he fucking crops up, but he's still fucking poking around, that true empiricism guy.
It's funny that you just said that because I was just about to say, but true empiricism is not really around, is he?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Because this is a video of to somebody else that's related to.
Oh shit! One second. Let me take it back a little bit.
It's interesting though because this is a video of to somebody else that's related to.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
It doesn't matter.
So I don't know if you caught that. This is something that needed to be addressed. Mango, I know you watched a tiny bit of this. It seems like. Did you catch what this was about at the very start?
Oh yeah, G-Man.
Yep, they're talking about G-Man.
Yeah.
There's a certain thing that they're refusing to talk about. You know what? Let me show it off. Yeah, there's a certain thing that these two are refusing to talk about. So let me provide some context to our viewers here. We'll take a look at this very fucking short clip. And we will let you guys decide why they are not talking about this. Let's take a look.
You know what I mean? You don't got no kids no more because your kids were taken away from you. You lost your parental rights, Shanny. So let me ask you this, Shanny, just to trigger you a little bit. Since you don't have any rights with Zachary or William, what's stopping me from going over there and paying them a visit?
Oh, don't do that. Just don't.
Yeah, I talked about this on my stream before because Frank had posted a clip of it and I kidnapped it from Frank. Love you, Frank. And I was just like, everything, the law, the fact that it's weird, there's so many things that are stopping you that should be stopping you from doing it. But
I know it doesn't really immediately fucking feel like it, but I do think that is one of the creepiest, weirdest things a cow's ever said.
I mean, Lucifer is right. G-Man has threatened to go to Drag's kids' school before.
Wait, really? This is not unprecedented for G-Man? Are you fucking kidding me?
This is
you didn't know that?
I didn't know that shit. No, I didn't.
Oh,
I thought this was new. I thought this was a new low for G-Man. Well, fuck me sideways. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Give me
Bless you.
$50.
Keeping it $1.50.
Yeah, like G-Man. Well, I mean, for fuck's sake, look at the way he was acting around that playground. See, even the dog knows.
I mean, G-Man didn't technically do anything wrong, but the inherent action of swinging on a fucking swing set and getting all afraid, it's like, wait, are there some kids there? I'm talking about Shanny, for Christ, I don't want to have to stop. It's he literally fucking had to come out and say, like, oh man, I hope some kids don't show up. I'm here on my swing set talking about Shanny, for Christ.
Yeah, and like
Jesus Christ.
What? There's just imagine how you would feel if you brought your kids or your nephews or nieces or whatever to the playground. Like, not even G-Man. Like, if you saw G-Man, I'd just be like, hey, you know what, guys? How about we go get some ice cream instead? We're gonna go literally anywhere the fuck else.
Yeah, I'd move to another town or something. But
just imagine like a 50-plus-year-old man that's profusely sweating talking about Hitler.
Oh my god! Yeah,
on the playground.
He was talking about Hitler. He was talking about the SS and the Red Army right there on the playground on the swing set. Damn. Damn, if that swing set had ears, Jesus fucking Christ, that's wild. Hey, what's up, Bows? Nice to fucking see you. It's the Bows. Nice to fucking see you.
I'll take the damn kids to fucking, like Toys R Us or Walmart or something. Like, hey, do you guys want to get a new bike?
Anywhere other than this fucking playground with a sweaty man, yeah.
I would brave going to Chuck E. Cheese with my kid if I were to ever encounter that at a playground. Like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go get scared by animatronic mice. Let's fucking go.
Hey, we're gonna Uber over to the Chuck E. Cheese, but first I gotta stop and grab at least 12 beers.
Some Chuck E. Cheese do sell beer, so I'm good.
Yeah, but I don't want them to cut me off. I want to cut myself off when I finish the case.
To the YouTube employee watching this, that's not what you think. All right. But I haven't said this yet. So, guys, if you like this shit, drop a fucking like. Now let's get into the video with that context given.
I don't want it to be talked about.
Yeah, I don't want it to be talked about either.
Yeah.
At all.
Okay.
At all.
Okay. We're live.
I don't want. Yeah, I know.
Damn, Jason's being the really aggressive one, not wanting to talk about it this time. Whoa. He's like, it's very rare that he's like snappy like that with her, unless they're having a big fight. You know what I mean?
Also, is his hair clean?
Yeah. Okay. So I was gonna bring this up earlier. It looks like, and you could tell me I'm wrong. We'll take a look at the most recent video. Jesus Christ. It seems like they've both taken a shower for the first time in a very long time.
See, I did, like, Shanny's hair was mentioned when we covered this on my channel on Sunday. And one of the things that I brought up is that her hair doesn't necessarily look entirely clean, but it does look like Jason finally managed to, like, shove her head into a sink.
Yeah.
To,
it looks
like,
okay, like, by Shanny standards, you know what I mean?
At least get rid of some of that grease, do a single shampooing of her hair and call it, because she was probably bitching about like how much she hurts.
Yeah, no, they're both looking, and this is the least fucking compliment I can provide, the best they've looked in years, so not very, but yeah, this is better than they've looked in a while. That's for sure.
They look washed.
Yeah, that's the fucking point. Like, it's just such an unusual thing for them to seem washed, right?
I mean, it is, but I still don't think it takes away from the fact that they're still using papyrus as their chosen font.
That's fair.
Down below. Or is that's
graveyard flowers.
Wow. Oh, okay. Well,
Don't be rude.
Stop using papyrus. Do something else.
Wow, you're still no. Like Lizard's like, no, I'm putting my feet in the sand on this one. Fuck papyrus.
Yeah, man. Like, there's
I'm gonna
two
vote my
fonts.
husband. Papyrus, no.
We love you, Graveyard Flowers. We just hate papyrus.
Oh no,
No.
Graveyard Flowers is awesome, but the
Lizard
font,
hates papyrus.
yeah, I
What
think
I
it.
really like is the way that the Y looks over the bar right there. Like I think
Oh,
that
yeah,
looks really nice.
Oh, it's hugging it. It's hugging the bar.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I've got two screens up, so what I'm looking at is like
All right,
tiny.
you know
I
what?
can't really see it.
Fuck you, Lizard. I love papyrus now. God damn.
You
it,
know
I was
what?
sold, man.
You know what? I've been wrong before.
Fair
It's
enough,
rare,
fair.
but it happens.
Beautiful. All right. Well,
At least it's not Comic Sans.
that's true. Yeah, it could be
There
way
we go.
worse. We
I
can
was
all
gonna
agree
say,
on that.
Just the two fonts you shouldn't use are Papyrus and Comic Sans. But if you have to choose between the two, use Papyrus. Nobody likes Comic Sans
No one likes comics, right?
unless it's on a water
I don't
tower.
want it to be
People
talked
with
about.
dyslexia like it.
Or comic book. That's acceptable too.
People with
Oh.
dyslexia like Comic Sans because they can actually distinguish the letters easier.
Why is a 6 and 9 look different or something?
Are you making a case for eugenics?
What?
What?
That's the silliest thing I've ever heard you say, Lizard. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah,
Put in the corner.
yeah, get corner. Jesus Christ. Eugenics corner.
I wanted to make a quick video here saying, apologizing to Vekl on YouTube. His name on YouTube is Vekl. Vekl is his channel. He makes end time anime cartoons, which are really.
Wait, that's what Vekel's doing nowadays? Are you serious? He's making end time. Let me fucking. No, you know what? I'm not.
Time animations. I mean that kind of tracks for like the content that Vekl would do.
For the first time, I'm not gonna look it up to verify because I'm not giving that Vekl the attention. Fuck Vekl. Yeah, that's right. I'm
Fuck
badass.
Vekl.
That's right. I'm badass. I don't do my research because I'm like, nah, fuck that guy. There you go. Journalistic integrity of the modern day. Yeah, it's amazing.
amazing, actually. Go check him out.
Wait, is that your new job?
I
Do you start
want to-
working for Fox News?
Yeah. Yep. Sold out my soul.
Publicly apologize to that man because we were buddies and hangouts years ago, and I defended Israel against what he said at the time was we don't really agree on the Israel thing, and I don't think we're gonna. Basically, I was a Zionist at the time. I would call myself a Zionist at that time. And I said, look, you're denying prophecy because Israel becoming a nation was prophesied and like, how could you deny it? That's denying the Holy Spirit. That's denying.
What a stupid fucking reason to defend Israel. But it's a very common opinion, though, unfortunately, especially among like evangelicals and shit like that. It's
The
unfortunate.
work of God, and he was very nice about it, really. But we did have a little bit of a contention there on it, and I just wanted to let him know his real name's Jay something. Jay.
Why the fuck would you say that? Like, I don't know if he puts that out there himself or some shit, but I don't know. It just feels weird to say that. I've never heard fucking Vekel's actual name before.
I had never heard it before either.
Then, yeah, I
No,
would
neither
say
have I.
that's pretty fucking sus. And I'm glad he didn't say any more. Otherwise, I would have personally gone in and edited this, but Jesus fucking Christ. That's
Jeez.
fucked up if so, you know?
Yeah, that's
I know.
that's a really shitty thing to do. Like, if someone's really trying to keep their anonymity, you can like slip up, because I know both of your guys' names, but if for whatever reason I just like happen to slip up and call you by your first name, then my bad. Like, oh shit, I didn't mean to say that. But
No,
to
it's
just
okay.
put it out there, no, that's just not a fucking cool thing.
No, exactly. And look, he might have said that by accident, but it seemed very intentional. It didn't
Oh,
seem
yeah,
like a fucking slip of the mind. He seemed like he deliberately fucking said that. So I ain't giving him the benefit of the doubt. Also, it's Jason. I ain't giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I want to let him know, Vekl.
Sorry, go ahead.
To be fair, like his brain is really smooth, so things just slip all over the place in there.
Yep, tuba fair. That's fucking true.
On YouTube that I am really sorry, brother, because I understand now fully what Israel was from the start. This information I just didn't know about.
We know who Daniel is. Wow, this is gonna become a meme on the show now, isn't it? Like, I can't fucking escape this shit.
Wait, didn't Daniel slay the lion?
Wow, that's cat on cat violence. If so, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And you were gracious about it at the time, and I just really wanted to put forth my hand and say I'm sorry about that. You know, I apologize, because you were 100% right. The founding of Israel was satanic. It had nothing to do with prophecy being fulfilled, because it says in Scripture that if the Jews are in rebellion, they should not be in.
Mango, do you know that you can't say this word on Twitch?
What word?
What?
The last.
Oh, crackers?
Yeah, you can't say that on Twitch. Isn't that crazy? If we
That's
were on Twitch
really?
right now, you wouldn't be able to say that. Yeah.
That's weird, because
So
I literally just need more Pedialyte broth and crackers, because as of right now, I'm waiting to get more testing done to see like why I cannot eat solid food.
Yeah, Mango has not been able to eat a solid food for like, what is it? Like quite a while, right? It's been
About a
while.
week.
Jesus. Yep.
Yeah,
If you
get
guys
her
want to
some
support or
food.
throw any money, yeah, shoot some money Mango's way. It'd be much appreciated. Much appreciated if you can.
I had beef broth earlier, and I put green onions in it to give it the old razzle dazzle, and that's really sad.
Damn, that's fucking fancy.
The struggle is real, folks.
fancy living. Here we come. You know.
If they're in the will of God, which they would understand the Messiah came then, if they were in the will of God, that they believe in Yeshua, Jesus, they would believe in him if they were right by God. When Messiah comes, they can be in that land. The way it is now, it was just a Khazarian fake Jew state, racist white state that was created out of thin air. They just shipped in a bunch of Polish, Austrian, Germans.
What a complete misunderstanding. Like, there's a lot of racism involved in the foundation and creation of Israel, but you're completely misunderstanding from which the origins of that fucking shit came from originally to begin with. Sure, a lot of these people were fucking Europeans. Yeah, that's kind of the fucking idea of it, but just, I don't know. It's just crazy how there's a lot of people whose heart is in the right place when it comes to this issue, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, so they can't construct a good argument to save their fucking lives. And I guess we shouldn't be surprised that Jason's one of them, but it sucks. He was doing a fucking decent job arguing, a decent enough job at least arguing against fucking gender mutilation last time we saw him have an argument, so I kind of expected a little bit better than this fucking bullshit.
And they wanted to wipe Palestine. This is racism. That's what the founding of Israel was based on, Zionism, atheism. The person that created Zionism...
It was founded on atheism? What the fuck are you talking about, Jason?
It was an atheist Jew.
I mean, Israel, no, but like the Christians and the Jews during the Roman Empire were considered atheists because they didn't believe in the Roman gods.
Oh,
so they were, yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah, all right, yeah, all right, yeah.
He's obviously conflating two topics because he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
No, I appreciate that clarification. I wouldn't have understood what the fuck he was on about. So thank you.
Yeah, no, trust me, he doesn't know what the fuck.
I just wanted to.
No, he definitely doesn't. Because they just brought up secular Jews, which is a completely different thing.
Come on and say to him, I really apologize because I understand fully now. God bless you, Matt. I see you there.
God damn it, Matt. See.
that was that Matt, wasn't it? That was that Matt. Of course it was.
They love Matt C. Matt C is their favorite person. It's fucking hilarious.
It's fucking it's hilarious how things are just with the people that Shani and Jason trust. You know what I mean? It's very fucking crazy. The other day he said Israelis aren't Jewish; they are Polish Nazis. He might have meant only the idea. Yeah, that would have made it so much better. Oh my god. What's up, Mr. Unite? Thank you very much for showing up. Good to fucking see you here.
I just want to really say I'm sorry because I was uninformed completely. I might come on later on. God bless you. Peace.
Jesus Christ. The only thing worth looking at that was in the fucking 15 seconds that started off. I swear to God. I did want to talk about that just because it's interesting that they're not going to acknowledge the fact that G-Man has announced his intentions to fucking visit their children. Former children.
I mean,
they're still
good.
children, but not theirs anymore. You get the idea.
I'm just saying, like, good. They shouldn't be around, like, people in general, but those kids, no, they shouldn't be anywhere fucking near them.
Oh, yeah, no, especially not. And, like, G-Man shouldn't be anywhere around those fucking kids either. So I don't know why he's probably just an empty, hollow threat, right? But I don't know why he's fucking threatening to do that fucking shit when he knows damn well that he's not going to fucking follow through on it. Let's take a look at something else here. Oh, Mango.
What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, did you see the reel that they posted in which, because Houston currently is experiencing like a giant STD outbreak, and
it's called Shanny for Christ.
No, they posted a TikTok or another reel of someone else talking about it, and they put over it, guaranteed this was caused by, and then put Drag's name, like his actual name.
Oh, okay. I ain't bringing that up.
Yeah, but it's just like, guys, come the fuck on. No.
Yeah, no, that ain't fucking good. That's never fucking good. Although I'm not surprised because they don't give a fuck about anybody who they've. It's funny too because they're able to do that shit, but G-Man still thinks that Drag and Shanny are like best buds and funding each other, or like, well, that Drag's funding Shanny. It's like, how the fuck can you think this when he's literally getting doxxed right there? It's fucking absolutely insane.
His name's been out there for a while. Like, he's openly said his own name.
Yeah, but it's not
at the same time. But I was gonna say, at the same time, like, with the way that Drag has been not giving them attention, it's very clearly just, oh yeah, we want Drag to give us this attention. He's not going to. He has his own life going on. He's got, I'm pretty sure his wife is still going through school, if I remember correctly. But he's got, the new job. He's got the wife. He's got the kid. He's got shit going on. He's been working a lot with Nate the lawyer. Like, he's doing fine without you, Shanny.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever needed Shanny for Christ ever in human history, and never will.
Like, and yeah, even Drag has said that. He's been like, I don't need you. Like, I make plenty of money. I'm successful on my own. You're a side hustle. Like, I shit on you because it makes me money, and people give me money to make you mad, and then I just take it and I do whatever the fuck I want. And like, they still to this day don't understand what Drag was going for, which was just, well, I can just make fun of these fucking half-wits and, take the bag and go do what I was going to do anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he's literally openly said, yeah, that money's just going to go towards, like, strippers and steak.
When you know how to play your cards right, then... If you know how to play your fucking cards right, then yeah, that's what you get to fucking do. You get to enjoy life's luxuries. Let's take a look at this shit. So, Mango, did you hear about this shit that this Bullcorn Betty person threatened fucking Toast with a lawsuit?
Of course she did.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I think you put that in the chat.
The live
group chat. Yeah, and I saw Toast did a stream earlier. I don't know if she's still going, but I haven't followed any of it, so let's see.
I'd like to talk a little bit about this. At least talk about the first 5 or so minutes of what's here. It's sped up a little bit too much for my preference, but we'll get through it.
We probably won't be able to flip the camera around, so I figured I'd just come on here and just talk, right? Just talk. Some idiot on freaking YouTube trying to do damage control, bash Betty, because they're such hot stuff, right? They're such hot stuff. They get everything so right all the time, right? Like nothing they've ever said has ever once, and I mean ever once, panned out. Ever. Nothing they've ever said has ever panned out. Not one thing. They've been on the wrong side of literally every argument for literally.
And how are the people still fucking able to fucking talk about you this long into all the shit that you've been doing on YouTube? I don't even know much about this person myself personally, but every time I hear something about her, it's not something good. So if you keep giving people material to work with, then yeah, they're gonna fucking talk shit, and it's gonna become profitable to do so if you give them enough material. It's like you don't just become a lol cow by being a boring ass mundane. You can still be a piece of shit and not become a lol cow because you're just too boring. Look at fucking J-Dubs. He's a massive piece of shit, arguably even a bigger piece of shit than Vaughn, maybe. But because he's boring as fuck, no one cares about him. If he wasn't accessory to Vaughn, then people wouldn't give a shit about him.
Bullhorn Betty got a literal law put into place in Florida because of her showing up to victims' houses with her bullhorn and yelling at them.
Yeah, that started with like what was it, Brian Laundrie case?
Think so.
Yeah. And eventually they were like, we're actually going to make this a law where people like this can't do that.
I hate people like this who can't fucking take the heat of being on the internet and being part of the fucking whole discourse, and they just try and use whatever fucking power they can scrape together in order to fucking bully people off the internet one way or another. That's all this fucking person seems like, is just another dime a dozen fucking bully.
Oh yeah, it's just another lol suit. She's just, like you're saying, she's just a bully. She's trying so hard, but the best thing that you can do with a bully is just ignore them or fuck with them.
Yeah, and I feel like, Toast is the perfect fucking person who is able to exploit the type of shit that someone like this has done, pick it apart in like the most amazing fucking way possible. So if anyone can actually fucking bring this shit to an end, bring this bullying to an end, it's someone like Toast, who does a great fucking job at researching shit, at articulating herself, the whole 9 yards when it comes to content creation. Toast is really fucking good at what she does. You know what I mean?
The other person that's probably going to finally bring a stop to a bunch of this is Queen Bee. It's one of the people that's tagged in the title of the video. Queen Bee is actually currently undergoing legal shit with Bullhorn Betty.
Damn. Well, I hope things work out, because people like this shouldn't be allowed to just like fucking silence anyone who has opposition to them just because they know how to fucking game the system. I'm tired of fucking seeing this shit. It's a pretty fucking common thing on YouTube too, where people on the right all the fucking time lose their fucking channels just because someone's able to amass a big enough fucking audience of bullies just like them. Reminds me of a certain somebody, but I won't name any fucking names.
I mean, I got swatted to try and get me off the fucking internet, but still fucking here.
Yeah, disgusting fucking scare tactic.
Yeah, and Mango knows, like, this isn't my fucking life. This is my hobby. That's why I haven't been streaming all the fucking time, because I work all the fucking time, and I'm trying to advance my goddamn life. So YouTube is very ancillary to everything else that I'm doing. For fuck's sake, I'm writing up a goddamn memo about military history right now. So, like, fuck these people.
So sorry, Mango. Hope you feel better. This might be the best time to try out a Kate or
No.
food recipe.
No.
What the fuck?
No.
What the heck?
Like, I can't even eat like chicken noodle soup because the noodles are apparently too heavy. Like, no, there's no way. No fucking way. I would die.
But you can put it all into one pan and then, stir it around.
Oh, no.
I'll DoorDash you some chocolate donuts and bacon.
No.
Oh my god, that sounds delicious.
No.
Can you get that
Oh,
for me
no.
instead? I'm just kidding.
No, I'm
Only if you make it the way Kate did.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, like all I can think about is the Kate recipe that I tortured Lizard with, and no, like that just made me nauseous.
I forgot what you guys were talking about because for a moment my eyebrow raised. I was like, chocolate donuts and bacon. Who the fuck said that? Like, that's the craziest thing ever. But no, I don't want it made by that fucking crazy ass jackass.
Ever since I've been on YouTube, I don't understand how people can watch people that get cases wrong every single time. And and the only way that they distract from how wrong they are is insulting another creator that got it right. That's how they do their damage control. If they can't win, they want to steal your content, right? Because they're too lazy to get off their butt and go out and make their own content. They got to steal your content to profit off your content.
Talking about other people and the shit that they have to say online is perfectly fucking transformative. In fact, this platform was built up on people talking to each other and responding to each other. It was a social media platform in which you could create entertainment. That was the whole fucking appeal of YouTube initially, was the community aspect of it. You were part of a bigger shared community. Like, that's what made this shit different from television. The personal touches, the interaction with other people. That's the fucking spice, the thing that people fucking came here for.
Yeah, and the original line for YouTube was broadcast yourself.
I remember that. It's been a long time since that was the slogan, but
it still applies. Like, everybody's got a fucking phone and a camera and an opinion, and they can put that out there, and whether or not people bite, it's up to the masses. Granted, you can make the argument about like algorithms and all that fun shit, but at the same time, if you're just not interesting, if you're just a shitbag, people just aren't going to bite.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying a really controversial thing here that's never been said before. YouTube has lost its way. I know. I'm saying something so bold and unsaid here, but you know what? At least someone has to have the bravery to say it, right?
You're so brave.
I know, right? Thank you. I'll take my check in the mail.
Money from you in your pocket. Somebody's entire video.
You're gonna receive some hairy check man in the mail.
Oh my god!
In a wooden crate.
Right. Hot dog boy, nice to fucking see you. We got J-Dubs is our only hot dog. J-Dubs is our only hot dog. He is number one and can't compare to Mango Draven. What?
I'm not a weenie.
J-Dubs is not a better hot dog than Draven. J-Dubs isn't even kosher.
Why is my name in there? Aww.
What? Oh no, I think it's because it was directed towards you as like it was being said towards you. No, it wasn't saying that you were worse as a weenie. I don't think it was calling you a worse weenie, but I don't know.
Well, Draven is a weenie.
Yes, he is.
You take a sliver of their stuff more so than copyright than fair use. You're being sued by HBO. And these people just keep taking it and keep saying, oh, it's a fair use. We stop it every few minutes and we talk about it, so it's got to be fair use. That's not how fair use works, dum-dum.
Yeah, and wonder how big corporations a lot of time get away with shit they shouldn't get away with. They fucking use big money that they have to fucking bully people into compliance. That's what they do a lot of the time. Just because people are able to get away with shit under the fucking law doesn't mean it's goddamn moral, for one. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be able to get away with it anywhere and everywhere either, because there are certain things that corporations can get away with that individual citizens just can't. And you have to get over that. You really fucking do.
It's the same thing. I think we've all heard it. I know I have, and I've said it. Don't try and if you don't think you have a case, or if you feel that your case might be weak, don't go against Google or YouTube or anything. They have all of the money.
Yeah, even if you have a fucking surefire case, I'd still be careful about going against a mega corporation like one of those. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd better have something on photo or video.
Ironclad. You should consult multiple lawyers. You know what I mean?
And on top of that, people like this ruin their cases constantly because they just go straight to the internet instead of just shutting the fuck up and going and talking to a lawyer.
Exactly. They fucking blur their fucking mouth and run their fucking gums on the webcam because you know what? That's a surefire way to get some easy fucking dopamine, some easy fucking clicks and views. But that's not gonna fucking help you out legally in the long term. It's gonna fucking screw you over, even if you get away with it for once or twice or for a little while longer than that. Eventually, it will catch up with you, putting all your fucking personal business out here for everyone to fucking see.
And how many times have we seen it, like through the Brett Keane saga or watching Von Helm, where it's just like they're like, "Oh, I've been talking to a lawyer." Yeah, I'm sure that lawyer told you to go straight to the internet and tell.
I'm sure it was an AI lawyer too.
Yeah.
What's up, Ashley?
The
Nice
AI
to fucking
lawyer.
see you. Yeah, the AI lawyer. Who doesn't love it?
And, you know, it's just getting very, very irritating that people keep breaking the rules, breaking the law, and profiting off of it while pointing the finger at other day and calling tragedy cops. You cover the same crime, bitch. You cover the same damn crime. What the hell do you call yourself? Not a tragedy pimp with $70,000? Okay. Okay, girlfriend. Okay. So we've got people on here doing damage control because they, once again, get nothing right. They just got shown. The whole world just saw them with their pants pulled down last night because they're telling their audience that they're lying, that I'm lying about what's going on with me, and they were stupid enough to do it live while I'm live, just emboldening my lawsuit. And then who's the first person that comes out? It's got to be right in the middle of it. I only have 51%.
You going live and running your gums like this is not making your fucking case look any goddamn better. You're getting in the mud just like everybody else. You're not gonna have a fucking legal leg to fucking stand on, especially if you're trying to claim that what people are doing is not fair use. When people are offering their fucking commentary over your fucking shit, just like most fucking types of people in this corner of the internet are doing transformative content. I will admit, not everybody does. Not everybody meets the standards of what I personally would consider to be transformative, but most fucking people do, especially everybody that we associate with personally does transformative content. So there's no fucking excuse that you can fucking make about that. But no, I mean, there are cases where something's not fair use and where something is. Unfortunately, because of how the internet is still the fucking Wild West in a lot of ways, that can be hard to determine. But, you know, if you're giving a fucking commentary and pausing enough and you're, you know, delivering a product that is different than the original video that's being made, then it's fucking transformative, and it should be able to fucking stand as fair use. Should be able to.
Yeah.
Prove that she's the responsible party of this thing, and I've got that already in the bag. So it's this lady is an idiot, and I don't know who would want to listen to her, but apparently a lot of people do. I don't know why. So we're on our back channel pulling views from her right now on a back channel. Why? Because we have a back channel that we can pull views from. Could I have done it on my main channel? I sure the hell could have done it on my main channel, but I'm saving my main channel for us at our work. This is my bitch channel right here. My complaint channel, my talking to my audience channel. So I just thought it was.
This is your bitchin' channel? Oh, so you're not a bitch on your other channels. I find that fucking hard to believe. I'm gonna be entirely fucking honest with you. Every time I fucking see a video of this woman, she's bitching, whining, complaining, being a massive fucking sourpuss, to put it nicely. Oh, Anna, I saw your stream from the morning about Vaughn talking about how he is now the estate and how he can decide if he wants to dissolve the estate or not. Since Mango's here, maybe she knows what Vaughn was flapping. Well, I don't need Mango to tell you that that's bullshit. like, but I mean, sure, if she wants to give her 2 cents, like, yeah, Vaughn's been pulling an Emperor Palpatine going around saying that he is the estate. So,
no, okay, so he is not the estate. The estate is the estate. The executor of the estate is what Vaughn technically is, and what his job to do is to make sure that everything goes the way that it's supposed to within, like, the last will and testament of his mother, making sure that all of the creditors that file claims against the estate get paid out, making sure that anything that is supposed to go into a trust for his children gets put into that trust, making sure that whatever money is in the estate account is properly used to, like, pay off the creditors and things of that nature. And yeah, no, he has done none of these things, and he has spent, like, all of the estate account money.
A position for a financially responsible person to have, essentially. Ideally, let's say. Right?
Yeah, ideally.
Yeah.
And because there is no money in the estate account, let's say a creditor comes forward and is like, oh yeah, we realized that there was this much debt that is still out there. We want our money. And if Vaughn's just like, no, they can be like, well, we have valid claims, so we can take you to court and we can force you to pay us our money.
So Vaughn's gonna finally get to go to court like he wanted to?
If the right person files, yes. Also, the estate's still in probate. Like he's completely fucked.
Damn. Vaughn's prostate is in probate. That's fucking crazy.
Let's not.
All right, I'll put myself in the corner.
Please do not the cat.
Wow, that was fucking clever as hell. Damn, that was fucking amazing. I love it.
Ranch kitchen. Got a tour. Right away. Interesting. I like it. But yeah, damage control it is. It's like I'm so sick of these people. Like they literally are garbage. Like she's freaking ghetto, trash. Can't wait for the deposition so I can tell her just how I feel. I hope her attorney asks me, so we can put that on the record so the judge can just know exactly how I feel about her and what I think about her as a person.
Fucking of all the insults to use for someone, ghetto is a very choice word to single out for someone. Just saying, it's like, it usually gives you a bit of a sign about where someone's head is at if that's the first fucking thing they think of as an insult for someone.
Hey, Bullhorn Betty, define ghetto.
Yeah, I'd love to fucking hear that shit, that's for sure.
And I hope to God that she does not raise children. That woman has no business raising any kids. She's just pure evil. Pure evil. So, hi guys, it's nice to see you. We're just taking a cruise. I'm just chatting away. Driving, working, not bitching or complaining, not doing nothing for anybody but collecting a whole bunch.
You aren't bitching or complaining when you're literally threatening someone with a lawsuit. I'd love to see what your idea of bitching and complaining is. Is it a little fucking volcano eruption?
I mean, we're kind of watching it.
In real well, metaphorical, but yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Spherical Mango's always able to offer some lovely insights. So I'm glad that you brought that up. It's good we were able to have her elaborate on that a bit.
Of money and spending it on marijuana and God knows what else, right? Oh well, I believe in karma. It's just a hurry up and wait karma setting. But I'm on these back roads, and it's okay. I kind of wish I would have brought my MacBook and computer, but not a stayed up late last night drafting some shit. So it'll have to wait. We'll be back in July, so it'll have to wait until then. And when it does, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna open up a new case. I'm getting a restraining order at this point. Whatever it needs to take in Illinois, that's what I'm gonna do.
A fucking restraining order, really? Really?
Yeah, isn't that the same thing Rev did?
Yeah, that is what Jason did.
And what happened with that?
It ended up being more of a fucking thorn in his side than he ever expected.
Yeah, let's
They had
watch
to
this
deal with
fire
fucking
burn.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just fucking watch the fire burn, yeah.
At this point, you've jeopardized my life enough. I'm done. We know who's behind it. We see it. She has no problem bragging about it. So might as well take it all to the judge and just let him see, who this person is as a person. I'm sure he's not going to be too pleased. But it's all fun and games until she has to take responsibility for all this fun and games she's been doing. It will come. It will come. It's just.
Yeah, it will come, which is why you have had to redo and refile multiple legal documents because it was discovered that you took one that JLR had filed and pretty much copied it like word for word.
That's absolutely fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Wait, what did she?
Oh God, that's horrifying.
What did she steal?
Oh, okay. So JLR had filed a legal document much the same way that Bullhorn Betty was filing against Queen Bee, and she just essentially copy pasted his filing but changed the pronouns and stuff.
That's not how it works. You can't do that. Don't do that, Bullhorn Betty. Actually, continue to do that because it's fucking entertaining.
Yeah, I know she has a fucking habit of doing this type of shit, Spherical Man. That's why I felt the need to finally fucking talk about it because, I mean, who the fuck gives a shit about our little fucking two-horse channel? At least at the size it is right fucking now. It's like, someone needs to fucking talk about this. I'm glad fucking Toast to, obviously, but that doesn't mean the fucking other fucking people can't be talking about it as well because this needs to have momentum. People need to fucking call this shit out,
The problem she doesn't understand is, like, when you're when you're trying to get like a professional to do something, you can only pay them so much before they stop dealing with your bullshit. Like I've even seen this with my brother, where he completely just like cut off some of his clients, where he's just like, every time I go there, I just get sucked in. They want me to do like all of these small little things. They're just like, oh, can you also do this? And he's just like, yeah, I'm just going to keep tacking it on. And then they start to argue like, well, why is this expense there? It's like, well, because I run a fucking business, you know? And when it comes to a lawyer, eventually, if you just get so frivolous with what you're doing, they're just gonna be like, okay, well, you can find somebody else. Like I have other shit to do. You're not the most important thing in my fucking life. And if you do that throughout your entire, you know, network, then eventually you're going to run out, and people like this are just going to get pissed off. She's just going to get continuously pissed about the fact that nobody wants to listen to her, and she will never realize that she's the problem.
Man, I've really had a fucking enough of ReviewTechUSA and his fat man titties fucking flopping around on my goddamn subscription feed. What? I'm sorry, I had to say it, okay? It was all I could think about for the past fucking hour or so. Is those fucking floppy ass man tits on my subscription feed. I've had enough of it, man. I've had enough.
You kind of gave it away. It's in your subscription feed. What you could do is unsubscribe.
Yeah, I could unsubscribe, but I can't stop watching his streams, man. It's like a car crash in slow motion. I just can't look away.
Fair enough.
Holy shit, is that Matt freaking Jarbo? Matt, we're about to fucking move into something that you'll find more interesting. Do you want to come on and talk to us about the fucking Dankula shit a little bit? I'd love to talk about that. So we're talking about something really fucking crazy. That YouTuber Count Dankula, who's been around for a while, apparently he went through a divorce recently, and I normally wouldn't talk about that because that's someone's personal fucking business. But it was made a public thing for no fucking reason, and that's not even really what I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is the weird fucking things that people have been saying in the replies to this fact. Because Count Dankula, he wasn't like super fucking far right, but he hung out with like a lot of far right people.
Wasn't Count Dankula the one that taught his dog the Nazi salute?
Yeah, and he ended up like facing some legal charges for that shit too. It was like considered a hate crime or something.
Yeah, because he lives in Scotland, but I mean, to be
fair, they have no freedom.
I'm not gonna say that, but
fair enough.
To be fair, that was kind of funny.
Okay, like look.
It's a fucking dog, man.
I mean, yeah, this is the age-old conversation with him. To give my 2 fucking cents, regardless of whether you thought the joke was in bad taste or not, the man shouldn't have fucking faced legal consequences for having his fucking pug do it. Like,
yeah, and I mean, but we also come from 2 different cultures. I'm not talking about you and me. I'm talking about us and Count Dankula, because you know, like we live in the U.S. where motherfuckers are just sig heiling like in political rallies on TV and shit.
It's a pretty common thing.
And it's unfortunately too common. And you know, there's a different attitude over in Europe, but you know, that's not our prerogative to tell them what to do. It's just, I think it was funny. Was it the right thing to do? Should he have done it? Probably fucking not. Even if he was in the United States. But
was it in poor taste? Sure, but like I said, he shouldn't face the legal consequences of doing it. Like that's just my personal opinion. I wish that other fucking developed countries had more assurances for that type of thing, so that it wasn't such a big concern whenever you make an off-color fucking joke. But it's whatever. Yeah, but, I mean, those countries have to deal with themselves.
That's a whole conversation in itself, because
it is, but as a free speech advocate myself, you know.
Yeah, we started dealing with the Nazis once the Japanese slapped us in the face, and then
in the penis as well.
Yeah, and They were dealing with them from 1939 all the way through to the end of the war. We dealt with them from 1943? No, it would have been 1944. June 6, 1944. So we landed on D-Day until, the end of the war. And prior to that, there were a lot of Nazi sympathizers in the United States.
I didn't think Dank was particularly right-leaning until he joined UKIP. I don't know how much of him joining was just a meme, because, I've paid casual attention to the guy for, his time on fucking YouTube. He doesn't seem like that, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, he doesn't seem like that bad of a fucking guy, but the company he keeps is just absolutely atrocious. Hanging out with people like Sargon of Akkad and, what's that other guy's name who I can't remember his name off the top of my fucking head. That other fucking generic fucking British right-wing guy. Yeah, I know, not very specific, but, he was
Piers
another
Morgan?
dude. No, not Piers fucking Morgan. 1 second. Is it? Let me see if I can figure it out real fast. I'm gonna give it one fucking. Is it Paul Joseph Watson? I think it is Paul Joseph Watson. Yeah, it was Paul Joseph Watson. Yeah. Butting around with those fucking people is not a good look. It really fucking is not a good look.
I didn't know who Paul Joseph Watson was for the longest time, and I came across one of his shorts several months ago, and I was like, oh, he's actually kind of making a good point about this. And then I saw the name, I was like, oh, why does that sound so familiar? And the algorithm took over, and I started listening to a couple others, and I was like, oh, okay, no.
Well, that's how people get sucked down the rabbit hole. That they start by hearing an opinion that's not so fucking radical, and then they get radicalized over time. There was a time where Sargon of Akkad was telling people to go vote for Bernie Sanders. A lot of people started voting for him who were not voting for him. A lot of people started watching him who are more left moderate or in that general fucking quadrant area. And they ended up getting fucking radicalized. These people, they don't give you all their crazy opinions all up front.
Excuse me.
You know what I mean? Also, I found this funny. That's why I'm showing this off. Associated Acts, Alex Jones, Carl Benjamin, Mark Meat, that's fucking Count Dankula, and Milo Yiannopoulos. Imagine having these people be your associates, your associated acts. That's fucking hilarious phrasing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking sad. I would not want to have Alex Jones right there on my Wikipedia page. That's for sure.
And what's really bad about what you just said is that Alex Jones was the worst person that you picked out of there.
Alex Jones is only 50. He's only fucking 50. Hey, what's up, Jarvis?
To be fair, he looks pretty.
Hey, what's
damn
going on?
50. Hey, man.
I don't know. Just not the age I was expecting him to be.
I thought he was older, given
yeah, me too.
how he the fact that he's only 8 years older than me is just frightening.
Yeah, he's actually. Wait, you're the same age as Paul Joseph Watson?
He is. I'm 2 months older than he is.
Wow, that's fucking weird. That's fucking weird as hell, man. Damn.
Wait, how old are you?
42.
Oh, god damn. I'll be there soon.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
You have a few more years before that, Lizard. You're only 34.
I feel like I'm fucking 60, okay? Try being 34 in the Army. It's not fun.
So Matt, I think we should talk about the topic that we brought you in here for, because the reply, even more than the fucking like I said, I did explain, Count Dankula and his wife got a divorce. That's not really what I give a shit about. I give a shit about all the weird fucking shit that people have been saying in the replies. So
wait, that's not what we were talking about before he came in. We were talking about whether or not it's acceptable that you straighten your pubes.
Oh, right. So where's your fucking stance on that, Matt?
Yeah.
Straighten your pubes?
Yeah, do you have a pube straightener?
The hair straightener. That's a little close to the junk for me.
I mean, you would have to grow it out for months in order to be long enough to actually straighten it out.
I've seen some people with some luscious pubes, Jarbo.
I mean, as have I over the years, but to be fair, I just manscape that shit. It's so much easier to just have it clean. So,
let me see if I can actually, because there was one reply that someone posted in the Discord server.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we're bringing it up.
Anna sent me a picture, and it looked like Andre 3000 from Hey Ya.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! So this is one of the first things I saw in the replies. This got 12 likes somehow too. Like everybody in the replies has been really weird. There's been a lot of really like weird conservative people being like, "Think about your fucking children." This person right
From
here.
the children.
Yeah, the Prussian. Oh my god, what a fucking username. That's terrible. You have children who both need parents. If you care for them, make it work. What a fucking scummy thing to say.
That's a terrible thing to say, and also like people.
I bet you that person doesn't have a child. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I do not doubt it, because people, quote unquote, staying together for the kids can cause way more damage than the parents just like breaking up.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to pull the fucking Band-Aid off, you know what I mean? And and especially considering like she clarified here like that her priority is with spending time with her daughters. So it's
she says my daughters, and that is a point of contention.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Because when it comes to, I've seen that, like, that's a dig. By the way, that's a dig. Make no fucking mistake.
You think so? Huh?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Her entire tweet was bathed in sarcasm. Like, the responses that she's getting make sense to me, because it's like, for one, they kind of built up this like trad cath. Right, they're not Catholic, but like they live in Scotland. Right?
No, I get they had that image that they.
So they have the image of like of a YouTuber couple. She does her cooking, he does his Mad Lad stuff, and everything else. And then it's like they had a kid, then they had another kid, and then now like what's causing the difference, right? What's causing the break? And that, of course, is to them. I have no idea. I can speculate, right? But
and that's people have been doing that rampantly.
Yeah, I don't think she's fucking with black guys. I don't think there's that.
Oh no,
yeah.
I don't think so either.
I don't think there's that at all. I mean, I don't think she's even really too worried about his about the company he keeps, so to speak, because she's been outright defending the quartering for years.
Yeah, I saw people posting a screenshot of the quartering and saying, like, was this the reason why this happened? I very much doubt that's the fucking reason that this happened. Because, like you fucking said, like, she's been a part of this sphere for a very long fucking time now. You know what I mean? I feel like if it was something political, it would have happened in a different type of way. Let's see if I can find that quartering screenshot those jackasses were sharing around. Of course, fucking Carl Benjamin and everybody else is in the comments section talking about.
Well, I mean, Sargon is friends with them, right?
No, I get that. Yeah, he's a pretty fucking shitty friend to Dankula, if I'm being entirely honest. But
I mean, are they still?
Are they still fucking? I don't know.
I don't know what he has ever done to Dank. To be fair, I mean, outside of the election stuff from a couple years ago, right?
Yeah. And Dankula also put out his statement where he asked people to, refrain from talking about it all the goddamn time. That's why I'm only really talking about the jackasses in the comments and replies who are making this their fucking business. But I don't know. Based on what you pointed out to me, Matt, do you think that this was something that was spurred on purpose? Like, do you think we're going to see more of this in the future, or do you think this is mostly it?
In regards to,
because like what's the motivation behind making this public is what I'm trying to ask. Like, why bother doing that? You know what I mean? Because she was clearly like throwing shade at you know what I mean?
Well, they most likely had a fight. So like if I had to speculate, she says 3 weeks ago they separated. And then she says he told me not to say anything. He says I asked her to not make it public. His response is far more, here
it is.
It's far more diplomatic.
Yeah,
right?
you
The
can
most
kinda
see,
tell
but
the
look at
tone.
but look at the language. The most important thing out of all of this is our daughters. She says the most important thing to me are my daughters.
Yeah,
So he
I
says
can.
ours, she says my. So if this is his, he will get more of a sympathetic, you know, people will be more sympathetic to him as a result of language like that.
Yeah,
Now,
and he's saying like she's a great mother, and he's trying to be diplomatic, like you said, going
yeah,
at it.
he's really like, look, don't give her any shit. We just became different people, wanted different things. Now, but see, I'll tell you this, right? He says here we became different people. That means he became somebody else. Not that she became somebody else, right?
What makes
It's
you
that
deduce that?
he blew up in popularity. He got over 1 million subs. He will go off and do comedy shows. You know, he is very beloved. He's always been more famous, right? First it was the Nazi salute, the dog salute, right?
Yeah, imagine that was the first thing we brought up when I was trying to remind people who he was. It's like, remember that? It's like,
and
yeah.
so, but like, and Dank is all, you know, and he's out there, and he's the problem. The problem is that this job requires a lot, right? It doesn't really matter how you do it. It doesn't really matter what you do. YouTube or being an internet content creator, internet influencer, etc., requires time.
It takes a lot out of you too.
It takes a lot out of you. And so even though he probably has a writer and he has an editor and everything else, right? He still is overseeing a business. He's not shooting out of his house anymore. He has a studio, I think. And so he's got to maintain that. So that's stress to make sure that that's going to be holding on. You know, she's got the second kid now. And I'm assuming she's a stay-at-home mom because why wouldn't she be? He makes enough money. And I don't know if she is. My interpretation of how I view their relationship is that.
Yeah, because they have that very traditional dynamic of a relationship. So you'd assume that they probably do have something like
Most
that.
likely, yes.
Most likely.
And so either she feels not as supported because she's always been supportive of him. And it's always seemed like he's been supportive of her. But
yeah, no, they always seem like a great couple, if I'm being entirely honest.
Sure. Yeah. There was never any real issue, right? That I could ever tell.
On top of all of that, like you were saying, Matt, being a content creator, especially full time, where it's your actual job, there's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's really fragile. It's a very fragile business because you could say the wrong thing one time, and it could just all go away. And you know, if you're let's say you're as a hypothetical, you're Count Dankula and your wife is a stay-at-home mom. She has the added stress, like on top of taking care of the kids and the house and doing what, you know, she wants to do. She has the added stress of, is this always going to work out? So, you know, you got to look out for yourself at a certain point. You know, I'm not trying to like blame her or blame. I'm not trying to put blame on anybody, but that's just, it seems kind of almost par for the course that things like this happen.
I want to say something I've noticed about this, by the way, Matt. Maybe it's just me, but like the tone difference in this tweet seems to have elicited a different set of replies. Like there was plenty of people being supportive in that other tweet that we saw from her, but like the majority of people here are like, damn, that sucks, or you know, they're being supportive in some other way. Like this person's literally like, I'm sorry, man, divorce sucks. Like, so yeah, I don't know. It's strange. I didn't even notice the little nuances of her specifically wording things a certain way until now. But honestly, I just wish that this had stayed behind closed doors, if I'm being entirely honest. Now a bunch of people are coming out of the woodwork and being real creepy about it, trying to basically decide, oh, you know, you shouldn't be with this man. You two should be together regardless of how you feel about it because you're a family unit. It's like a lot of the time that can end up being a really hostile situation for a kid. Sometimes you got to rip the fucking Band-Aid off and decide that it's better to be separate. It sucks, but sometimes that's the reality, man. You know?
And yeah, the like the nuclear family is pretty well, it's almost done in society at this point. Like, yeah, does it still exist? Of course, 100%. But it's not like it's not the end all to be all of every family.
Yeah, it's not the only way to live. It's a valid way
Yeah.
to live, but it's not the only fucking way to live. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, people just, especially on the right, they just put way too much fucking value in it. Where I see the value of it, but it's not the only family structure that works. And just because some other ones might be more difficult to make work, doesn't mean that it's not worth trying, because not everyone gets to have a nuclear family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, prime example, myself.
Yeah, no, I get you.
No, because you know, my mom wanted the nuclear family, and she had 4 kids, and then all of a sudden, my dad passed away when I was like 2.5 years old, and she just never remarried. She was just like, well, that was the only man I ever truly loved, so I'm not gonna remarry or anything like that. So she did the best, and she raised 4 boys on her own that are all, you know, fairly successful. So,
Oh yeah,
you know,
and it worked, didn't it? I mean, it seems like you turned out pretty well. You know what I mean?
you know, I'm definitely a total piece of shit,
All right.
but
I was being a bit generous, but you know, you got the idea, right?
It's kind of my own doing.
Yeah.
I'm dead inside, but
yeah, go ahead. Gun jump scare. Oh shit! There you go. There he is, right there in their phone.
Yeah, everyone's coming out of the woodworks on this one, basically.
I guess that's pretty much all I really wanted to say on that. I'm glad you could offer your insight, a different perspective on it. I hope that's the last we ever talk about that. I hope people stop being weird about it, although something tells me they won't. But yeah, I wish them the best. They both seem like decent people to me. So
yeah. They definitely do. It's not, you know, an issue of that really. I think a lot of it is just, you know, people are going to go after her because she's a woman, and that's misogyny. You know, that's going to happen. And you know, hopefully she'll just kind of like have it be out, have it be this, and then be done with it. Because it doesn't matter how much he says, leave her alone. If she fired the first salvo, which it appears that she did, publicly speaking, the fact that his audience is very racist, very conservative.
Even if he himself isn't, that's the fucking audience that he reaps.
That's the company he kept. Same with Carl. Well, I mean, Sargon's a fucking moron, though. I mean, you know, but that's the people that they largely, you know, have as an audience. And so those guys mostly hate women. And so they're going to look at her as being the one, because she says 3 weeks ago, I separated from Marcus. Not that he broke up with me, right? That I left him is the, you know, if you read between the lines on what she says,
yeah,
you know, she's clearly not happy about it. You know, so what does that mean? Does that mean he cheated? Does that mean that there was this or that or the other, whatever? You know, we don't know. We're never going to know, and that's perfectly fine.
Well,
but
the chances it could happen, unfortunately. Like, we'll have to see where this goes. That's why I was saying earlier, it's just the last we're going to hear about this. Like, I hope it stays fucking private unless it was something like super egregious that really needs to be known about. But
wait for the divorce proceedings to happen when they start, you know, separating the assets, right? Because if he's the you know, if he is the primary breadwinner, that means he's going to have to pay a fair amount. I don't know Scottish, you know, divorce law, right? But he's going to probably have to pay, and then he's going to have to, you know, do child support, and they're going to have to split custody, things along those lines. And that's going to be a real fucking huge ass nightmare. And so, you know, there's that.
No, I get you. Yeah, like I said, I just the weird people in the replies were what had the most interest in me, because there's just a bunch of people being weird and sexual just for the sake of it. There's a bunch of people trying to like tell both of them how to live their lives. Just it goes to show the worst of the internet when things like this are made public, and that's why things like this shouldn't be made public unless absolutely necessary. And that's kind of why I'm skeptical that there's not some ulterior motive in it being made public. But we'll wait and see.
I mean, if it's I can't necessarily think, or I should say, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just want the kids to be not drugged into it publicly.
Yeah, me too. Exactly. That's a big concern of mine always when it comes to this.
So otherwise, I mean, everything else is just.
Juice asked a good question. Who gets to keep the based pug?
Is he still alive?
Yeah, that must be an old pupper if that doggo is still around. Jesus Christ.
For a second, I thought you were asking if Juice was still alive. Unfortunately.
Wow. Oh, that Juice guy. It's a shame he got a tumor in his ass and we had to put him down. It's damn terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah, Jesus.
It'd be worse if he were an actual dog. But
all right, that's. I think that's a fucking stream. Unless we have any last thoughts that we want to offer.
I'm good. I'm gonna go.
Thanks for chilling, man.
So I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys all later.
All right, have a good one.
Later, Jarbo.
Yeah. Later.
All
yeah,
right.
Juice, you're a racist and a stupid idiot, and nobody likes you except for, well, not even Dave. So buzz off. There we go. You know my spiel about that. I'm not going to be on stream and all that, so you don't have to ask me.
Juice,
go ahead.
Be less racist, and I'll like you more. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, Mango, I guess it's on to you. Anything you want to say before we wrap the show?
Okay, so first of all, penis, as always.
Penis.
Secondly, I will not be streaming at all next week. I have a bunch of house stuff that I have to get done that unfortunately got put on hold because I am sick. And I cannot meet with people that are from outside of the house unless they are doctors until they figure out what's wrong, just in case I'm contagious. So I have another appointment on Wednesday, and I have an appointment on Friday, and an appointment on Monday. So I'll keep you guys posted on what the fuck is wrong with Mango. I will do a stream tomorrow because it's supposed to rain all day anyway. So really don't have much going on besides work. So yeah. And my links are there if y'all want to send more Pedialyte and broth and crackers. Since I'm dying.
Holy shit.
And you can say that because we're not on Twitch.
Guys, if you enjoyed this stream, drop a fucking like. It was a real fucking fantastic one. I will be streaming every day in perpetuity for the rest of time forever. So
oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a big commitment.
I know. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of, But I had something in the thumbnail that I didn't get to show you guys. So we're gonna play it before we head out, huh? This is why there's a Yeti in the thumbnail. Let's take a fucking look at this shit. Let's take a fat look at this.
What the hell is that? Holy crap! It's a Yeti! And he's throwing snowballs at me! Back off, beast! I got a gun under my seat! That's it! I'm gonna use it! Shit! I'm hit! Oh no! I wasn't able to retrieve it! What the fuck? You gotta be shitting me! I just got carjacked by a friggin' Yeti! My liability insurance ain't gonna cover this shit!
I needed that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a common occurrence in the
northern hemisphere. Yeah. What's up, Stang Dog? I hope you enjoyed it on that.
Don't shoot the Yetis. They're protected.
And he's throwing snowballs at me. What a fucking classic, damn. Oh man! All right,
that was really good.
Yeah, it was a great time. All right, and speaking of a great time, thank you guys for a great time. You always, the audience always helps make the show as amazing as it is. And thank you again to my lovely panelists. Their channels will be linked down below, even though you already know who the fuck they are. But go check them out anyway. And,
people know me? Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You're the most well-known of us.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
You run my shows.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah. All right, yeah, go check out Mango's channel. Go check out Mango's other channel, Security Monitor Lizard, and have a great fucking night, everybody. And as always, guys, stay fucking toasty.
Balls.
Penis.
Ballsack.